honor of Earth Day coming up, I wanted to bring this point of reflection to your attention. I found this sentence in one of my notes. I'm not sure what book it's from, but it says, if you want to plant trees, think carefully about the land in addition to your own needs. So when it comes to planting seeds physically and spiritually, the intention of the seed is just as important as the land it's being planted within. When one engages with the idea of Earth Day, it's the idea that we want Earth to feel empowered and sovereign and capable of healing any past transgressions. We want Earth to feel rich and wealthy and able to support her next season of growth. We want to honor what the Earth does for us, and motivated by the idea that our outer world reflects our inner worlds, I think that this conversation will sort of revolve around how to engage with Earth Day on an internal level, on a spiritual level. So definitely plant a physical tree or pick up physical trash and clutter around your, do the material engagement of Earth Day. But here's just a point of reflection on how you can engage with Earth Day internally and possibly spiritually. So again, the quote being, if you wish to plant trees, think carefully about the land in addition to your own needs. The first part of this being, if you wish to plant trees, if you have the intention to improve your environment. So again, we can all agree that we have an intention to improve the earth, the environment, to have clean air, clean waterways. What does that look like on an internal level of having clean air, clean lungs, clean body, clean water systems, having discipline about what we're putting into our systems? Are we polluting them? And that's, again, physically, like with what we're physically consuming, or mentally consuming as well. Your mental waterways, are they cluttered? Before you go to plant seeds or plant trees, for your future harvest, your intentions of what you would like to be doing in the near future, you have to consider, what sort of land are you working with? And is it cluttered? Is it polluted? Do we need to pick up the old dead leaves from past seasons, from what's been shed? So again, the intention is the first step in creation. So if you wish to plant positive seeds or affirmations that will prosper into fruit-bearing entities, if you wish to, if you have the intention of, I want to accomplish this thing in my life, whether it be a goal or a number or a feeling, whatever your intention is, if you want that intention to actually take root and to find growth and turn into a fruit-bearing entity, planting the tree or seed is acknowledging your intention. You're planting it. You're identifying what your goal is. The seeds that you're trying to plant are the changes you would like to see in the landscape. So if I have the intention of more peace, I want to plant the seed of more peace in my life. That is, I would like to see my internal landscape reflect more peace. I think we get the idea of like planting seeds and having intentions. Looking through the lens of inner alchemy, if you want to build new habits that are firm and confident in their growth, like a tree, you have to acknowledge the current state of the soil of the mind and the heart. Is there emotional debris there, like we were talking about? Is the soil nutrient dense? Is your internal environment, your internal landscape going to support this growth? Is it going to support these changes? Just like if I wanted to support the earth and plant a tree, I can't just toss the tree out the window, the seedling out the window, and say, okay, take care of it. Like, I have to go and nurture it. I have to pick good land that can support it, and land that it won't be encroaching on the growth of other things, or it won't be polluted. I won't put it next to a dump, where it can't find the nutrients it needs to actually establish itself and have an effect on the environment. So Do you have a landscape that allows your intentions, your seeds to be carried out? And do you have the discipline to maintain that environment as well? I think a lot of caring for the earth, the physical earth, comes from personal discipline, collective discipline as well, as far as making better decisions that support a clean earth. Not giving into like convenience or old habits, or minimizing small things like just throwing a straw wrapper out the window. One straw wrapper is one straw wrapper, but when we add up the statistics of everyone doing one straw wrapper, that's a million straw wrappers. That's like it compounds, So if we turn a blind eye to one small thing, one small habit today, is it's sort of like a point of recognition and a point of accountability to how deeply are you supporting this growth? How deeply are you supporting this cleanse? And again, this inner stability will be reflected in the outer world. So, as important as it is to clean our streets and our waterways, it's also important to be clean internally, and not just clean, but accountable and orderly, and notice what it is we're allowing to take up space. Are there old traumas? Are there old ways of thinking and being that are clouding our seeds of intention and keeping them from being able to manifest? If we want to be people of forgiveness or peace or gratitude or reciprocity, is our internal environments supporting this idea? Um, are you disciplined in what you allow within the boundaries of your internal garden, or do you allow all scraps to pile up? Yeah, so again, are we putting up um, fences around our internal gardens and saying, these behaviors are not allowed here because it's not good? It's just like when you go to a national park and there's certain trails that are cut off at certain times because they need time to come back to their natural state of being. That human presence or that human will or human ego has been present for so long that the plants and animals in that area are having a hard time establishing themselves. So the parks will literally cut off the trails so that there will be no interference. It's like putting the land into isolation so it can come back to itself. There might be areas of ourselves that need that similar isolation in order to be able to come back and say, this is the reality, this is the true nature of my being. And once it's established and rerooted, then people can visit, then I can share it with the world. But just allowing everything and everyone to come in and have their opinion and leave their debris is sometimes what separates us from our ability to identify our authenticity. We start planting flowers based on physical aesthetics and not based on what the environment really needs, what is native to the environment, right? Um, the second half of the quote was, think carefully about the land. So if we're planting seeds, we have those intentions planted. Think carefully about the land. Again, if the seeds are your intention, the land is yourself, your soul, your mind, and even your body. Accomplishing your goals, seeing your seeds of intention through to harvest, require you to interact with your will and motivation. It's not luck or divine intervention that a plant grows healthily. It's because it seeks out the nutrients that it needs in order to thrive. So, saying what you want to manifest, or writing, being descriptive about what you would like to manifest into your life is technically the first part, is one of many steps, one of many interactions with this idea. It's not just, here's my wish, I'm going to throw it in the fountain and never think about it again, and then hopefully it comes true. It's more of, okay, this is what I would like to see, this is how I'm going to support this growth, how I'm going to bring nutrients to it, how I'm going to garden this thought, and hopefully, or not hopefully, but with the right amount of action behind your intention, you can grow quite the harvest. Like you can reap those benefits and you'll see actual changes. This in totality is sort of, again, compared to the topic of spiritual bypassing. Making a wish is spiritual bypassing, whereas setting an intention and feeding that intention and bringing it nutrients and growing that intention and actually causing real change in your own life is the opposite of spiritual bypassing. So again, this was just a point of reflection for Earth Day coming up, of how the Earth, our outer realities are reflections of our inner realities. So it's just one way to engage with Earth Day on an internal level, on a spiritual level, something to think about. I'm gonna leave a list of journal prompts in the description below, and then I'm also going to be dropping a couple of guided meditations to interact with Earth, to support Earth energetically, and also just to connect yourself back down to Earth. It'll be very grounding. So yeah, happy Earth Day, and I hope you have a good one.